G'day everyone, welcome back to the Fishroom and to for this video what will be my place. Today you're just going to hang out with me. I've got a heap of jobs to get done today. I've got some really cool Australian native wildlife to show you as well, and yeah, there's just a ton of stuff I've got to get done. So go on, get comfy, because I'm going to not talk about fish, might talk about fish, sort of, and other stuff. I don't know. Come on, let's go and get into it. Okay, so I think what we're going to do today is start out here in the front yard. If you've been following along, you'll know that Zig, come here. Thank you, we're not going anywhere. So he's already been over to see his mate this morning. You know, I've got the cold water fish in here, the Madakas and the Gadiads. And what I'm thinking of doing, I've got two ideas and I'm not sure which one I'm going to get done first, or which one I'm going to choose to do. But basically I've got these tubs which need to be worked out. The guppies have to come inside, golden white clouds don't. But the paradise fish, now they can do all year outside in winter. So I'm not concerned about them surviving, but it's not exactly a great spot to spend winter. That tub's in too much of a shadow position. So I'm thinking I could put them into one or both even of those tubs and leave them outside all year. But to be honest, I think I'll take them inside. I really like to look at them. There's no point having to make them suffer outside in winter. This has got shrimp. I'd like to drain this down and get that out. I'd like to get the guppies inside, get those guys inside, and work out what I'm going to do with the white clouds. In fact, the golden white clouds are the ones I want to put into my outdoor tank. And the standard white cloud minnows I might actually just put inside as well, because I'm really thoroughly enjoying them in this tank in here. And I'll show you we're going to put the potentially the paradise fish as well. So the plan would be, I think, to put the paradise fish down here. This is a movable bench, and of course I just was sitting on that. But yeah, I'm thinking I like to be able to see them from the top. I can interact with them. They sit inside my hand. I can see them from the side. It's the coolest tank in the room, probably being down there, which will suit them. They'll have a bit of a winter. I've also got to go to Bunnings, I think, and buy 4 lights for these. I did think about putting the paradise fish up there, but I can't really interact with them. So, and plus that tank is the dirtiest one, being the 397s. So I'd like to have all of these tanks lit this week. I've actually got Nick coming back just to hang out for the day. I'd like him to see those. He might even do some filming, so you might get to see my room on his channel again. What I have done, now if I can see any in here, no I can't. So that's where I'd put the white clouds, by the way. I've got 20 of them in there and they're just doing brilliantly. But yesterday what I did do, whilst making sure my sump wasn't leaking, which it's not, and you'll see I've got a really big bit of sponge in here now as well, doing fine. But where Zig was just looking is where my buckets are now. I did have that secret tank in there, and I had a Pistogramma borellii, which I had 4 females and 1 male. So I put them into this tank, which I was planning on doing. Now they're not out at the moment. They were this morning. I did get to see all of them bar the boy, and I'm guessing he's got himself a little cave somewhere in there. But everything else is doing well. These, like, they're called new pandas, CW51s. I like to call them golden pandas. They're super happy in this tank. Like, I can't tell you how personable they've become for Corys. They're out all the time. They're not scared at all, and they just go up and down the flow, and they interact really well with the white clouds. So one of the other things I have done over here now, if you're looking and wondering why it's been a bit red in some of the videos I've done lately, is I keep forgetting to turn the grow light off for my bonsais. I didn't buy another one. That one my my wife, Mrs. Fishroom, found under my desk and asked me what that was, and I'd completely forgotten about it. But you can see I've done a little bit of work, certainly on 2 of the tanks. I've cleaned this one up. This was going to be for shrimp, but I just don't have the time to do the whole Caridina rack thing. I'm thinking I'll put some crystal reds in here, maybe some blue bolts or something else in here. Have 2 of them, but this is going to be for my my Acaras to grow out, which are in this tub here, or one of the tubs, the tanks I've got. So they're getting to that point. The other one is up there on the shelf. So I'm thinking I might put them all in there, but we'll see. This one here, I'm actually, I've set it up. I don't know if I'm going to do it yet. I'm 90% sure I am, maybe. But I'm thinking of taking the male and 2 females of the Pseudotrophia celosi and putting them in there as a bit of a breeding project. I do have to put some more Anubias in there, but the other 2 girls I think I'll just drop into the main tank. They're around the other side for some reason this morning. I'm not sure why. Oh, there's one of the girls out. If you can see her right near the bottom of that log is one of the Epistogrammas. And yeah, these guys are all in a line. Check them out. So I also want to get the betas out of these smaller tanks. I'm thinking of I'll put shrimp in these tanks here. I'm thinking of dropping one of the males in there, one of the other males in with the cherry shrimp. These guys are a bit spooked for some reason this morning. Maybe it's the camera, a bit unusual, but for whatever reason, that's how they're rolling today. What are you doing, Zig? I know it's a bit wet, isn't it? And yeah, what I did do is I got a heap of duckweed off by using a shop vac. So I'm going to get into this at some point. I don't think that'll be today, but we'll just see how far we get, and however far that is, you guys will come along for the ride with me. So I think I'll attack the guppy tanks first, because it got down to about 12 degrees last night, which is way too cold for my liking for fish outside. Okay, so that's that job done. You won't be able to tell because it's daylight, but I can actually see up there quite well. The sun's on here, which I adore this time of the day on Pleco Towers. Just check out this tank in the sunlight. It's one of the joys or the highlights of my day to actually see these tanks with the sun on them, and see any of the plex hanging out there. It's actually great because I do get to see them all. And I did a big water change on them today as well. Angel Baby's doing well. Everyone else is hanging out in their caves waiting for dinner. It's good to be able to get some light on this one. I have noticed too, I've got at least 100 odd little baby plecos in here now that have bred. You might be able to see 1 or 2 there on the sand. Another one over there on the rocks. There's another on the wall. Another one. Brutus, dude, you are way bigger than Ziggy when you come in and push yourself around all over me. There's another one over there. So they've spread out. Another one down there. Another one over there. So yeah, so they're obviously happy in that tank. I'd say they probably bred the first night, really, that they were in there. How's everything else going for time? It's oh wow, 20 to 4. It probably is actually time for me to open my first beer. So here is one that I prepared earlier, and I shall be taking that outside now, nice and slowly, so I don't Okay, so I've been helping Mrs. Fishroom sell some of our furniture today, and I've been loading that in the trucks, and I've been up to Bunnings, and I've been over at my mate's helping him move his 6-foot tank that he's just painted all the outside and stand. So now I've got to get into these, so I need at least these 2 tubs, the paradise fish and the guppies, sorted today. Everyone else then is okay outside for winter. I don't need to panic, and then I can get stuck into the waterfall river tank, which I have already made a start on. I've taken all of the stuff out from underneath there, gone through what I needed, and I had 4 of these bio balls. Actually, if I put that down there, Zig will knock that over. These bags of bio balls and some larger ones as well, you might be able to see in there. So I've dropped them into what was the old sumps water, and I've got shrimp in there, so I'm just going to drop the last one in now, and over the next week or so that'll actually get enough bacteria on it to start. And then tomorrow I'm planning on, or tonight, getting my son to give me a lift with these tanks out of here and cut the 3 bases, because you can see there's no base in there, it's just glass. I want to put rocks in there, same scenario as I did with this tank. I did tidy up these leads, put a power board in for these 4, but I thought I'd actually show you, I did screw this frame pleco towers back. I actually did it when I set it up, but I forgot to mention that. So it's also pretty stable up there. I've got 2 on that side and 1 on that side. So really, I'm all about getting this tank underway and setting up the infrastructure and the pipes and the bracing for the rock that I've got pretty well bent now, and it's going to go up here as far as my vision is concerned, and I'm going to have a waterfall coming out of that into there, and then of course the waterfall's going down. So if you want to see that, I would love it if you would like and or subscribe. That really helps me out like you wouldn't believe. Okay, so before it gets dark, I need to get stuck into this, and you're going to see me do that right now. Okay, so that didn't take too long really. It's now 5 o'clock. I did just open my first beer. The lights look great. I can't wait till I shut the door and see that, but I am stoked with that, and you can probably see all the babies, all the baby plex are out and about. I've got these guys in here which I'm about to release and put in there, which I'll show you. I'll just show you what I did with the tub. I know you saw it in the time lapse, but I decided to bring it in for the time being. I've got some really beautiful guppies. They're just my mutt guppies, but I've sort of been breeding them to get a bit of a rainbow colour to them. I don't know if you can, it comes up with this light, but yeah, they've got red tails, yellow bodies and blue fins. And I think they look pretty spectacular. I've mixed red guppies, 24 karat gold guppies and platinum blues to get that. Not sure if I'm going to just take them and take them down to Ross and just trade them, sell them, or whether or not I'm going to either put a shelf across here and then put that other tank that was down there up here, put that tank up on the shelf, and then just have a crack at breeding some rainbow guppies. I don't know if you can see the colours a bit better there without the torch on them, but anyway, they're fine now. At least they're inside, they won't freeze. These guys are back to normal, as you can tell. A little bit flighty, but they're looking for food. I think it's just because I've been working around them so much, they're a bit freaked out. I didn't get to the betas today, but that's probably a job for tomorrow. Oh, there's my little mate. If you can see him on the floor down there. Oh, he just ran off around the corner. Obviously my water dragon. I'm just going to go around this side and make sure he doesn't come out this side before I shut the door. Me just walking along here will keep him inside. He'll be nice and warm for tonight. What about you, Zig? Will you be nice and warm for tonight? I did buy 3 new balls at Bunnings for him, but as so happens... Where's your ball, Zig? Zig, go and get me your ball. Yeah, so I did buy 3 new balls at Bunnings, but what happens, I try to keep them from Brutus, because this is what Brutus does to Ziggy's balls. Now, Ziggy will still chase that, but it is nowhere near as much fun for him. So, okay, I want to go and release these guys now. I've still got to get a couple of guppies out of here. I think there's 4 or 5 in there I've got to get out, but I'll just show you over here as well. Now it's all empty. So that space is gone. I'm going to take that tub out probably tomorrow, just drain it and get a lift over there so it's in the sun. It'll be a bit warmer. Drain this one out as well. Not sure if I'll do those ones tomorrow. If I get a chance, I will get some more white clouds out of there. But yeah, it's been, oh, good catch. It's been a hectic day, even though I didn't get as much done as I really wanted to. But that's sort of the way my life goes, really. I'm going to, I don't know if I can catch these out by hand. They are very tame. Come on. And just pop them in. There we go. You happy in there? I have no doubt you will be. These other guys. Come on. Yeah, I got one. Let's see if we can do a bit more of a release shot. I'm going to be really happy seeing them in here. I have thought about putting the guppies in here too. Come on, I got two in here. One's in, two's in. And then last but not least, this little one. So I think they're going to be really happy in there. There's tons of room for them to hide from each other. I think they'll probably colour up even a little bit better in there. They're not going to bother the plecos. I thought about putting those guppies in here, but they will pick off the bubbies, no doubt. Come on, where's the other one? I can see 4 of the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the other one over there. So we'll work out pretty quick, males and females, because the guys will take the territory and they'll colour up and hopefully enjoy being in their new home. Lemon Tetra's looking as awesome as ever. I'm just really stoked with this tank. There's nothing better than just sitting down in front of a tank that you've just scaped or recently scaped and just enjoying the results, I guess. Happy with that. And a glance to my right, and I've got obviously the big 6-footer. I did help my mate today, I think I might have said that before, get his 6-footer inside. He painted the stand. I'm looking forward to scaping that because it's a bigger tank than my 6-footer, and yeah, that's just an awesome challenge. Black cherry shrimp in here as well. I don't think these guys will bother the black cherry shrimp, and I think they'll be pretty personable, and I can see them from the top when I feed them. I have no doubt they'll be at the top and doing the same thing that they used to do in the tub. How are they looking? Pretty cool. Okay, I think I'll feed the room now, and then it's probably getting close to time to go upstairs now. These lights have gone off, and I noticed that my the pistogrammas were out before with the lights off. There's one of the girls in the back corner. You can see her, she's disappeared now, but I quite like this tank of a night time with just this light over here from the sink in there, especially when the lights are off behind me. Okay, time to feed the room and enjoy a beer while I sit and wash my fish. It's another rainy morning here at the moment, but the kingies are usually pretty keen, especially this pair. They're here all the time. We've got a friend with them today though. And here comes the rain. Sheriff's going off inside about something. One other closer. Don't be a bully. It's wet out there. Okay, yeah. A little bit. Okay. It's nice seeing these guys, particularly early in the morning when the sun's just coming through. This one's not as game. I think it's a younger one. This dude here though is not too concerned at all. Are you? Okay, now it's time to let the king parrots have some. I thought I might show you what I've got living in my shed and have had for a few months. Usually in winter time they do come back. if you have a look, this is just my junk shed, but if you have a look up there, I have a brush-tailed possum, and behind her is her baby. You can see the second lump there. But yeah, they come in here every winter and keep nice and warm, and I feed them bread and fruit and stuff of an evening, and it's a bit hard to get them overnight because it's not bright enough, obviously, but they enjoy being here in my junk shed. I enjoy having them, and they're just beautiful. They're not like the possums that you get in the States. These guys are pretty friendly unless you grab them. But this is 2 brush-tailed possums, and that's Cluck. Okay, so I'm just going to let them have their night, which is our day, being nocturnal. I'll come in and they get in under the door. There's also a gap on the other side that they get in, but that's something pretty special. I really enjoy having them living in that junk shed. It actually gives me an excuse not to clean up the junk shed too. Okay, so I did think I should dispel one of the myths of Australia that you get, that people go, oh, there's all, kangaroos in the street and all this sort of stuff, and I just wanted to show you in my street that yeah, there's oh, actually, hang on a sec, there's kangaroos in my street. So I guess I'm kind of blessed, but if you live in the CBDs, of course you don't get kangaroos or crazy mini foxies, but yeah, if you're out in the bush or anywhere close to the bush, then you are going to get kangaroos in your street. So anyway, I was going to dispel that myth, but yeah, I guess I just proved it, didn't I? Okay, what's next? Now, some of the other things that have happened, and I'll show you the wildlife, is that my dad and I, well, mostly my dad, cut a section out over here for this new breeding box to go into, or quarantine box to go into, and we've sealed it all up so it's waterproof and painted it and put some metal on the outside. It's mostly just a come inside, Zig, you shouldn't be in it, just to set up to house the birds that we're going to sell and or quarantine if we need to. But these are the budgies that Dad's bred. I think we're going to keep 2 of them. I really like the grey one with the yellow head there. I'll zoom in on him. I also like that white one. See if I can, yeah, that grey one. Come on, little fella, what are you doing? The grey one with the yellow head, the green and the blue are usually the natural ones. But whilst we were doing that, I'm going to show you, because what we had to do obviously was cut out all of this and get it in, but there was one spot down here, I can't remember which side it was, but there was a gap, and it was only a gap for a couple of nights really, but I'll show you what we found, which is this guy in here. This is where he spent the last sort of 7 to 10 days, and he is a very beautiful little carpet python. So I'm going to take him and release him now, but I'm going to get him out and show you a bit more about him. But he stays in this container, which is I've got set up for the chickens, not for you, Zig. And then usually after they've eaten, and he ate one of our, in fact the oldest turquoise parrot that we had, which was pretty sad, but yeah, I leave them for 7 to 10 days to digest their food rather than put them out into the wild. He's got water, it's nice and dry in here, and it's been raining so much, so I'll show you him outside on the grass. So this is the nest box that he was in. He may have got one of the finches, but we know he got the golden turquoise parrot, which was a shame, but he spent time in here. He's not even remotely perturbed about being stuck inside that container. He's, Zig, you leave him alone. So he's gorgeous. He's only little, but he's big enough to have eaten obviously the come on out, eaten the yeah, the golden turk. Come on, I haven't handled him yet. So Zig, move. Yeah, he's beautiful. Look at him. He's a gorgeous little snake. Zig, leave him alone. So he's a bit cool. He's been in that box, as I say, 7 to 10 days now. So I'm going to take him down to the usual release spot, but he is He's a gorgeous looking snake. It's a bit hard to film this with one hand, but he doesn't want to hurt me. Come here, little fella. There we go. Oh, Zig's sheriff's going off. Sorry, that was my son coming home. Brutus is up the top wanting to come out as well. But yeah, he would be, I guess, about 1 metre long. He'd sit here in the sun all day long. In fact, I might even take him across and show my neighbour, because he loves snakes. His wife doesn't, but he does. And I might just show him and his daughter before I let this one go. I think I'll take him down to the same release spot as well. Zig, stay back, mate. Zig, he will bite you. Yes, he will bite you. I know you're brave. Hey? Alright, so I might just take him across there now, and then what I'll do is I'll show you me releasing him down at my my normal snake release spot, I suppose. Zig, leave him, mate. He'll bite you on the nose. Not that he's not poisonous, but it would certainly be enough to frighten him. Give him a cuddle too. Okay. So I did just take him over to see my neighbour, and his daughter, because they love snakes. I did get a bit of a bite, just a little one. You can see there, they don't hurt very much. Little razor blade teeth, but yeah, I'd love to keep him, but as I was saying to my neighbour, one of the things that you've got to do and be prepared for when you have snakes is to feed them live food, which is not something I'm overly keen on. I don't like to feed them mice or day-old chickens and so forth, just simply because I don't really like to see, or not deliberately, see things killed, or me doing it. So yeah, having him in the fish room probably is not the best thing for him due to the humidity. So I'm going to pop him into a little bucket or container, and I'm going to take him down. Zig, you stay away from him, please. See if I can get his cute little face there. Where is he? There we go. And it was just a defensive bite. He was just a bit, well, I think it's a she, but a bit concerned when I took her out and everyone was loving on her. But yeah, she actually bit my neighbour too. There you go. Can we see your face there? I can't see on my on this tiny screen that I've got, but there you go. Yeah, you're beautiful. It's alright. I'm going to let you go, and you're going to go and be free. I think I'll grab Mrs. Fishroom's car because she's parked behind me, and I shall I'll take you guys down there now and show you him going back into the wild. As much as I'd love to let it go up in there, all through there, it would adore being there. I could actually just live in here, and the only thing I have to do is feed it. But as I say, not something I'm keen to do. Plus, you can't take the snakes from the wild. You've got to get them with a license from breeders, people that have bred them before. You're over there. You're not going to bite me, are you? So anyway, let's go and let this guy go. Okay, so I've made it down to my usual snake release spot, which is in here. I've got him just in the container, or the bird box that he came in. So still pretty overgrown, been a bit of weather around as well, which is good because it means the creek's filled up. And I'm just going to let this guy go right here. So cute. Come on, little one. Out you come. Out you go. Here you go. One last hold. Say goodbye to everybody. I can show him there. Off you go, my friend. Don't go back in the box. No point going over my shoes either. In fact, go the other way, young fella, because the road's up that way, or young lady. Off you go. Okay. And that's another snake sorted and away from my birds and chickens. Okay, so that's another video done. That's my day done. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. So whilst I didn't get as much done as I really wanted to, I had quite a few distractions, and it was a busy day. I got the main things done, which was get the guppies in from outside. I got the paradise fish in, which was good. I still got a bucket of fish over there to go into here. So that'll probably be tomorrow. What do you reckon, Zeke? We do that tomorrow? Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. But at least I got some stuff done, and I'm pretty happy with that. I'm really happy with the rack lighting on there, because Nick's going to come out next week or this week. I don't know if he's going to film. I think he might, but not the whole room, because I'm not ready for it. But I think he's just coming to hang out, and we've got a few ideas that we might do as collaborations together, which would be pretty cool, actually. So next week, I can't wait, because I'm actually tomorrow going to start pulling down the waterfall river tank. I'm pretty much ready to go. I really hope you guys enjoy that. I'm excited to do it. It's been built up for a while. It could just be really crap. So I hope it's not, but you're going to see everything as I go through it. I'm going to cut the bases tomorrow. I'm going to start pulling the tanks off. I've got ideas on the background and what I'm going to put on there, and it's pretty unique. It's not exactly unique. Someone might have done it before, but I'm going to give it a crack anyway. So thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate it. I'm going to put my dig. All right, Zig's gone, so I can end the video. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate every single one of you who's liked, subscribed, who comments. I read them all. I can't wait to do this waterfall tank for you, and yeah, I need to really go and get to bed, because the sooner I get to bed, the sooner I wake up, and the sooner I can start that waterfall tank. So bye for now. See you again soon. Wildlife, some really cool Australian native me. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I didn't get as much done as I wanted to. There was, I guess, just too many distractions, wasn't there, with Mrs. Fishroom. Not that I'm complaining. Mrs. Fishroom is amazing. Your mummy. Do you like your mother? Come on, sit down. Zig. Come on. So, what was I going to say? Zig. Anyway, next week, I can't wait. I am ready to get cracking on the waterfall tank. Zig. Dude. Sit down. Next week. Zig. Down. Dude. You're freaking me out. You'd say it's pretty unique, possibly not original, maybe, I don't know, someone else might have done it before. I haven't really seen. It's not exactly. Dude, you're driving me nuts. Sit down, mate. Sit down, please. You're being obsessive. I don't even know where the I was then. Dude. Honestly, what is the matter? I said something about it being unique. I don't know. You stink. What have you been rolling in? What have you been rolling in? You stink. No, you stink. Is that why you're so weird? So once again, thank you very much. Dude, far out, man. Like, what is the matter? Relax. All right. Oh, that was more difficult than it needed to be.